Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to my page, MoneyMaking Juggernaut. I'm your host, Eric Richardson, the #1 educator in the asset recovery business. Today, guys, I have a great video in store. I am going to break down what state will actually pay you out the fastest. Now, before we get started, guys, go ahead and hit the like, hit the subscribe button. You already know I'm doing this content for you guys so that you can dominate in this industry. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is there's a lot of people who just want to get paid immediately in surplus funds. And as you guys know, this industry is not a get rich quick scheme. It is not something in which we just hand the county over the paperwork and they hand us back a check. We do have proper protocols and channels that we need to go through in order to file a successful claim and receive payment. Now, in order for us to decide on what state we want to do, we definitely need to understand the speed in which these claims are going to pay out. So there are some items that you need to be aware of when you're working in a state. First, you need to know, is there any stipulations when it comes to the county reviewing claims? Prime example, in California on their tax sales, there's going to be a 1-year period before they review the claim, and there's a 1-year period in which you have to actually submit a claim. So within that 1-year time frame, you need to get your claim in, and then after that 1 year is up, they will then review and then they'll pay you. But that 1-year period is not 1 year once you submit the claim. This is going to be after that deed is recorded. Typically, this happens about 3 months after the tax sale takes place. So let's say a tax sale takes place in January. We're gonna go 3 months after that, deed is gonna be recorded, then they have a 1-year period to get a claim in. So if a property gets sold today, you're not gonna be able to file and receive payment until 1 year and 3 months on the tax sale side in California. In Florida, there's something similar that you need to understand. On the tax sale side, you have 120 days to actually have lien holders file a claim. If not, they won't have any rights. Their rights are forever barred. This does not mean you do not file a claim. It just means that they will not review the claims for the first 120-day period. So it's very important for us to understand these little intricacies that are involved to states, because this does affect our payouts. Now, if you want a state that pays out the fastest, the reason why I'm saying you need to understand it is, hey, if you're working Florida on the tax sales and that 120-day period is up, that means the county's going to review immediately, and that means that they're going to go ahead and start processing the claim. Now, typically you can look to receive a check within 30 to 45 days after that initial period is done. So Florida on the tax sale, we're looking at about 30 to 45 days after that 120-day period. But if you guys identify a surplus, like they have existing surplus funds list, you might find some surplus opportunities that are months old, years old, and of course you can go ahead and start getting paid fast. Now, on the mortgage foreclosure side, Florida is definitely going to be a great state to work. You can get paid out very fast because they do not have that 120-day stipulation, and typically you can get paid within 30 to 45 days. Listen, guys, 30 to 45 days is pretty fast in this business. All right, there's really no state out there that's just gonna pay you within 7 days. Now, sometimes this might happen. The fastest I've ever been paid is 14 days, but you should always be expecting a few weeks, if not months, to actually get paid in this business. So Florida on the mortgage foreclosure side, you're gonna have a pretty fast turnaround. Now, when it comes to mortgage foreclosures in other states, that is all going to depend upon the trustee. I've worked claims in Texas that I got paid out pretty fast, and I've also worked claims in Texas where it took a long time, and it was all dependent upon a trustee. So my advice when it comes to working and wanting to get paid fast, you have to know which realm you want to attack. Is it mortgage foreclosure? Is it tax sale? Is it an existing list? Does the county have the funds that are ready? If you guys want to attack leads that are going to pay you out the fastest, you're going to want to attack the existing leads. So if you find an existing lead list in Georgia, if you find an existing lead list in Pennsylvania, if you find an existing lead list in Florida, you will have the fastest turnaround. Also, you guys need to be aware of the difficulty of the claim. Obviously, if we're dealing with a probate scenario, that is going to prolong our chances of actually getting paid immediately, because we actually have to file that, the judge has to approve, then we'll be able to get paid. If you're dealing with an LLC and the company is dissolved, you might have to spend extra time to get that company back in good standing to then receive the check, bank account, things like that. So just understand, guys, if you want to get paid the fastest, you're going to have to work with previous owners, and you're going to have to work in those states that I mentioned, working in existing lead lists. So hopefully this video helps you guys. You can typically understand that you're probably going to get paid within 30 to 45 days after the county has their stipulations completed. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit the like, hit the subscribe button, use the code TAKEACTION, you receive $100 off, and I'm I'm looking forward to helping you guys out.